I say is evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
But, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Right back to him on first down.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll set up to throw.
He completes it to Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Explorers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 15 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Strickland. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strickland. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, They spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Strickland. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw again. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Explorers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back to throw. Strickland. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Strickland. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. Touchdown! Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Explorers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And all the way in for the touchdown. Chris Olave on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Explorers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Strickland. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give left side for Pierce. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. He's stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Throwing to start the drive. Strickland. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Waddle, 81 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Strickland finds his tight end Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Hand off left side, Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they'll accept that penalty. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays,
and this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Strickland. Open man right side is Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. On 1st down, Strickland. That's taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Olave holds it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. 1:52 to play. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. Throwing on first down. Strickland able to complete to Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10. Strickland. That's complete to Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Strickland. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. To throw on 3rd down. Strickland, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here, he's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Explorers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the home team here, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week.